Right, it's foul up to dorsal fin. I can see it now. It might pull out this. Ooh, that's doing well to hang on, I'll tell you. There's some pressure on that now. Jesus. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We've got it, we've got it. We've got her. It's a big old F1 light, but it's smack banging top at dorsal fin, look at that. Eh? Rating bone and all, it wants to come off. Yeah, there we go. Nice one. Right chaps, I've decided to come to Loversall Lakes here today down at Balby, Doncaster, and just do a bit of fishing. My intentions was to fish shallow, but this wind has got up and put pay to any of that, so I've decided just to start down sort of 2.5 metres out, and I'm just using some pellets and ground bait what I've had left from Hayfield Wednesday. I had a good match. I fished pellet waggler all day. It's rod only, that match. I fished pellet waggler all day and ended up with £136. But today I've just come to use the bait up, and I'm just fishing some margin ground bait mixed with some micros what I had left, and just feeding it through a cad pot at like 2 metres, 2.5 metres. Like I said, my intentions were to fish shallow, but it's not going to happen today with this wind. You can't, it's impossible. 13 metres and it's nearly breaking my pole, so I've decided to just fish it short and have a nice day's fishing. Hopefully we'll get a few F1s and a few carp on this line, and if we do, I'll no doubt get them recorded for you. See if we can't put a little video together. Okay, so we'll catch you when we start catching. See if we can get 1 or 2 on this camera. Like I say, all I'm fishing is a piece of corn, and I'm just feeding some margin mix, what I had left from Hayfield, and some micro pellets mixed in with it. We're having a nice day's fishing, to be honest. I'm just sat here, lovely, 2.5 metres, no pressure. I'm going away tomorrow with caravan for a week, so this is my last day's fishing. I will be taking some fishing tackle with me, some predator tackle and that, because I'm going to go on the drains. I'm just going to pull that elastic in because it's doing me head in. I can't stand it like that, and my cad pot's turned round. OCD is kicking in if it's not lined up properly. There we go. May as well feed it again now. A bit of ground bait. Wet it before it goes in, lay it out, and hopefully it'll get the water flavoured for another F1. Let's see. Straight away that went then. Corn's come off as well, that's unusual. I'm not going to feed this time because I'll end up getting too many there. Foul looking them. We'll catch a fish off every pot hopefully. There is some hide in here as well, they're taking the corn. I've also had a perch on it, so anything's taking it really, but nice positive bites and they're F1s. There we go. That's a hide, that one I think. Or a little F1. Skimmer that one. Nice skimmer though. Was. Get him straight back. Sorry about that, old boy. Yeah, so if you've got any bait left, it's a nice idea just to bring it home and try something like this. All I do, look, I just put it in little bags, food bags, put it in the fridge and save it till next time I want to go fishing. It's nice and fresh and you can have a nice day's fishing on it. It costs too much bait now to waste it, so there we go, another skimmer, look. And you can have a nice day's fishing like this, rather than chuck it in and feed them for naught. Nice skim bob. Nice piece of F1 corn on. Yeah. Cad pot. Tap it down. Bloody cad pots fell off. And put that back on and start again. Oh no, that's the first time that's ever happened. But anyway, you've got to get into that habit of keeping the routine even when things go wrong. I'll lay it out, dip it in water, and I'm not going to feed this time. I'm just going to wait for a bite this time and then we'll feed. I don't want to get too many fish there and start foul looking them. And with ground bait it gets dispersed and they'll start darting through water for it. I'll just try and keep them calm. If we enter a bite in 10 or 15 seconds we'll let it feed. There we go. Right, we'll feed this time. In she goes. Just pull that rig straight over at top of that ground bait now. You can get some really big fish down, you know, at this sort of distance here. F1s are huge in here. See if we can get one this time. Missed that one, that was a proper bite, that. Straight. The only food that's down there really is my piece of corn. Other than them little micros and that ground bait, but there's no food content in it. So hopefully my corn will be the main attraction. There we go. We've got an F1 this time. Or a proper carp, 1 at 2. Oh, look at that for an F1. It's got to be 3 or 4 pound, that. I'm not putting no pressure on him at all because I don't want him to run on this light elastic. Just going to see if I can scoop him. Yes! Look at that for a fish. That's an absolute bonzing. F1, that. Absolute bonzing. I tell you, they get big in here, these things. Real big. You can soon put a weight together with them. Well, there you go. Lovely sized F1. Got me up caught in there. That could have been a disaster. Another one bites the dust. I've just put my big cad pot on now. I don't think I'm feeding enough. So I've put my large cad pot on and some ground bait and, you know, more ground bait and pellets going in. It's either knocked the carp away by putting not enough food in, or I haven't been putting enough food in and they've vacated the premises, but I'm sure we'll get them back. We'll find out which is which. Yeah, look, took that one on drop. Skim bob. That's why I'm catching them skimmers, and that's foul hooked again, look. So maybe I am putting a bit too much food in. So I'll just try and feed. I'll not feed this time because I've just put a big cad pot in last time, so let's see what happens. The mine Tony won't feed in every other fish. There we go, look, that's in mouth now, a skimmer. Nice skimmer as well, that. £1 a pound. So we'll try it again. Rather than dumping a big load of ground bait in and pellets every time, we'll just put one in and fish it out. I'm just going to get another 10 seconds or so just to see if a bigger fish finds it. Last drop, and then we'll feed again next time. There we go, look. So that's 3 fish off that one feed. And that's not a bad skimmer again. So this time we'll feed. And see how we go on. See if the F1s come back. Alright, so I'll catch you in a bit. Straight away, that. There we go, he's up. Oh, what a beautiful fish. What a stonker. Look at them. £3 anybody's money. Right. Let's crack on and catch some now, and I'll get you back on later on. Right, chaps, here we go. We've got a couple coming in now. He should go. I hadn't even put that pot of food in, it's still in the pot, look. There we go. Now I'm going to pop that forward in now while I'm playing that fish. And hopefully when I get my feet from that camera we'll get him in. Yay, yay, yay. Come back here, Chuck. Normally them F1s will have a quick pull and away they go, but not usually like this. I think it might be a proper carp, a proper small carp, the way it's going. It's foul hooked inside fin, that's why. Right, there we go, he's in anyway. There you can see him mucking it up, so I'm just going to let him clear out, let him eat what's there, then I'm going to drop my corn in and see what happens. He's gone. He's took it. He's fell into the trap. Not a big fish though, this one. Only an F1 this time. That's only a scodger to what were there. Float bonds him. I tell you, they get big in here, these things. Real big. For I can soon put a weight together with them. See if he'll play for camera. Lovely sized F1. Got me up caught in net. That could have been a disaster. Yeah, there you go. Alright chaps, here we go. We have another one coming down the edge. Let's see if we can winkle him out. They've been good fish down edge, these. £7 or £8 each, these. Well worth catching anyway. For some reason in this pond sometimes there's places where you just pick, I don't know what sort of weed it is, but it's horrible. You wouldn't think you'd have it on a commercial, but I'm just going to lay that rig out down the slope. Just pull him in a bit. I've plumbed it up to about 18 inch away from bank, which is about where we're at now. Just keep a nice tight line between float and pole tip, and hopefully as they come up the slope, if that's how they do it, we'll catch them without too much effort, without having to strike. They're definitely coming up that slope, because I didn't see that one, I just seen my float going. So they're definitely coming in. They're not coming in from sides, they're definitely coming in from out in open and then coming into it. If they were coming down edges I'd be able to see them, and I can't. I don't suppose, well, you must be able to see them. You can see them coming in from out in open water now. I've just seen two come in there, two big fish as well they are, them. But all I'm pulling in now is, oh look at the size of them. All I'm pulling in now is ground bait and micro pellets, and I'm just feeding her not much, mostly ground bait and micros. And they're having a proper munch on it now. Look at that big common there, oof, he's big. You've just got to be patient at this, look at the size of them fish. Just got to be patient and let them find your bait. If you've plumbed it right and done everything right, you'll be rewarded. There's 4 or 5 big fish there really, and it's too many in that shallow water there. So I'm not having a strike at them. I don't like that because I'll foul hook them. I'll just wait for it to bury. It's just about dead depth there where I'm fishing. Oh, there he goes, look. There he goes. Oh, 2 of them there were. I've probably caught the littlest start at 2 there, to be honest. And I might have even foul hooked that one. I did foul hook it, I thought I had. That one's pulled off unfortunately. Right, we've shallowed it right off now. We're only fishing about, well, I don't know, probably 10 inch deep. But they've been coming right up against this bank and feeding really, really close in. So I'm hoping, now I'm about probably 6 inch away from banking and about 10 inch deep, that they might just pick it up clean. Look at this one coming in here. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Look at it. Jesus, that's a big double fish. He's coming, he's coming. He's going to... Oh, he's just turned off. Jesus, that's big. That's one of the biggest fish I've seen in here, that. I think there's enough food, I think there's enough pellets down there now just to keep them occupied while I catch one. Hopefully it'll be that one. It'll be worth waiting for then. Well, that was one big fish, that. You watch now, I'll go and catch an F1. Well, that was a decent fish, that. Proper decent fish. How are they not picking my bait up there? I'll never know. They're not daft, are they? All that muck and shit and cloud, and they can tell. Here he comes now. Look, this is that big one again here, look now. He just needs to come to my left a little bit. I'm watching that now rather than watching me float. But I think if that sucks it in, it'll look itself, that. That is one big fish. I don't move it now because he's right underneath it now. They're either going to feel that line and spook him, or they're going to pick it up. Here he comes now, look. Ooh, his head's right on it now. He's sucking now. Ugh. Did he feel that line? I don't think he did. They're definitely looking for it. They've probably cleaned everything out now, bear in mind. Jesus, look at the size of them fish. It would have been easy to strike there and foul up one. You've got to resist. Let them take it. They'll find it. I've gone a bit deeper now and come away a bit. See if I can catch him in deeper water. Not too deep, like, but there we go. There we go. If that's a little F1, I'll rest my case if that's a little F1, because I've had some massive carp here. They're still there now. Look, it's not a big fish anyway. It's not one of them big ones, but it's been taken. That for a fish, eh? Down the edge. Let's get him back. Right, gang, that's it. That's it for another day. I'm going to get packed up. I hope you've enjoyed the footage. I'm absolutely burning now, so I'm going to get all packed away, get home, get a drink, get the caravan ready. Okay, but yeah, Loversall Lakes, get your send down if you fancy a day's fishing. Lovely place, £7 a day. Peaceful, tranquil, plenty of fish. What more could you want?